Yeah, Dr. Kriss. So when we say loud, normal, and whisper, which part of a throat does the sensation come from?
Uh, Mainly, we are training the vocal cords in pitch variation when we say loud, normal, whisper. The exercise what we offer when we do loud, normal, whisper, it's about understanding how to raise your voice without shouting, how to speak normally, that's your normal tone of speaking, and how to whisper loudly so that the mic captures what you're speaking. This is essentially understanding how you use the mic. And at the same time, you can vary your pitch without damaging your voice. So when we say loud, and when we actually think of emulating a shout, you're using your vocal cords, you're making the muscle to a level where it is trained as if you're shouting, but not using so much of air so that it controls the amount of shout. But when you record it on a mic, it sounds like you're shouting. Let's say a person is standing about 30-40 feet away and you're saying, hi, I'm here. So you actually cannot shout on the mic.
Yeah, true.
Otherwise, what will happen? You will have to move the mic so far. Like if it's on a stand, if you're doing dubbing, you can't do that. Or you will have to go back. Again, you will have to rush back to do the next line, which is not advisable for a voice artist or a dubbing artist. So when you're emulating, it sounds like, hi, how are you there? I'm here. It sounds like shouting. It is using your vocal cords, straining it to a level where it sounds like shouting, but it's not shouting. Then I can say, hi, are you there? I'm here. That's normal. And when you are whispering, the mic cannot capture that particular voice. So you make the whispering so loud that it is audible enough to be recorded, but still sounds like you're whispering. So you're saying, hi, how are you? I'm here. So that gets recorded. The mic really understands audible levels. So this is why we train loud, normal, and whisper, and you're essentially training your vocal cords to shout without shouting, speak normally, and whisper loudly. It's understanding of a pitch variation.
Okay. So it's basically you bringing a control on the voice.
Yeah.
Without,
the vocal cords.
Yes.
Without actually straining your voice.
Okay.
And it is audible enough to be recorded.
Recorded. So when we are talking loud, it comes from, no, when we are talking loud, it comes from here. And when we are talking whisper, it comes from here. So this and this is where the control comes, right?
The vocal cords, the way it is connected to your air tract, when you are exhaling, it actually uses the whole tract itself. The vibrations are felt higher up and low, that's all.
Yeah.
When you're taking to a bass voice, you say, it actually goes down. That actually goes up. But it's essentially the same muscle you're using. That's why I wouldn't tell or advise anyone to specifically touch a part and say that, yeah, this is where it comes.
For me, basically, I was feeling like this, so I wanted to correct it. Yeah.
Again, if you're looking at the Indian language and you take the letters, ka, it actually comes from your throat. Then cha, it actually uses your tongue and your cheek. Then you have ta, which is your tongue touching the palate. Then you have ta, which is labiodental, your teeth and tongue. Then you have pa, which is lips. So when you're learning ka, gha, ga, gha, which is like less air, more air, less air, more air, each part of your vocal apparatus being trained. So we have a system where if we properly put it to practice, learning any Indian language will make you a voice artist, if you learn it properly. Because it uses different parts of the voice apparatus. But here, loud, normal, whisper, the word you're speaking could be different. You could say, Kamal, Ka, Ma, and La are from different parts of the throat. So how will you assess? So instead of that, you understand that I'm trying to shout without shouting, speaking normally, and whispering loudly.
So it's like kind of your awareness with your control.
Yes.
When we are doing the breath, there is 4, 8, 16.
Yeah.
And we say 5, 10, 20, and we say 6, 12, 24. So up to what numbers can one person go train for training that?
Till the moment you faint. Till the moment you faint. Because 4, 8, 16, it's just a basic breathing. And when you start expanding it, you're using your lung to control your breath. Say you're doing 10, 20, 40, or you're doing 12, 24, 48. Or you can do 15, 30, 60. It depends on the person's lung capacity, how long he can hold and exhale. So you don't need to stop there, but you might faint if you're trying to hold for that much amount of time. I want people to get comfortable 4, 8, 16, then move to 5, 10, 20. Get comfortable with 5, 10, 20 and go to 6, 12, 24. That's more than enough, which is ideal because you can use your voice for 36 seconds. Post that, it depends on the person's choice. You can do 10, 20, 40 if you're a singer, if you want to do a 40-second sustain. That's all.
So when we are doing the practice, like how many times can we go with each?
You can do bare minimum of 5
Okay.
and go up. If you want to do 10, 20, it all depends on how much you're working on your voice.
Okay.
And within 21 days, that becomes a habit. Then you're normally breathing deep.
Dr. Kriss, you were mentioning about pattern speaking. So how can we identify pattern speaking?
Pattern speaking ideally begins with one note, ends with the same, a different or a distinct note. And again, the next line starts with the same note as you started earlier, ends with the same note. In between also, it modulates in the same way. That's a pattern, which has a repetitive value.
So can you share some example of?
Yeah, if you're like I really respect as an actor Suresh Gopi. I respect him as an actor. The way he speaks, he has a typical pattern. Ormayundo ee mukham. So ta 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 tan, ta 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 tan. That pattern repeats.
Right.
So that's a pattern speaking. Or if you take any person from Thrissur, indagadi skuta into endangarila. Tan, 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 tan. So that is a pattern.
Yeah.
Now, why I want people to identify pattern speaking and avoid it is because if you're from Thrissur and you want to do a voiceover of a person who is from Kottayam or a person who is from, say, Chennai or a person from Delhi, if you hold on to the pattern, how will you do it?
Correct.
So, neutralizing dialects, neutralizing patterns is a way to improve the possibility of what you can do with your voice. Otherwise, you will be just doing that one pattern.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. In the case of Suresh Gopi as an actor, he has the certain kinds of characters which he does so well, for which the pattern is never a problem. Imagine him doing a character who speaks a Mumbai Hindi or maybe a Chennai Tamil. Then it becomes difficult for him to dub and to act also. So that is only the difficulty. It depends on from person to person. But for a voice artist, it's always better to neutralize their accent, neutralize the pattern.
Yeah. So for they get a more
range
scope,
of voices.
range, and there is more scope also.
Yes, very much.
Thank you.